So in this video, I want to share what I would do if I was starting from scratch in creating a brand new YouTube channel. So my first point, I want to talk about something that is a hurdle that I feel a lot of people come up against. It's something that I had to face, and it's something that puts a lot of people off, and it's being disliked by other people for choosing the decision to start a YouTube channel in the first place. It's a lot more widely accepted now to want to become a YouTuber than it was, say, 5 or 10 years ago when I started making videos on the platform. A lot of people used to think that because you're making these types of videos on YouTube that it was almost like a scam and that it wasn't going to work out, and that if you weren't doing like one of your traditional 9-to-5 jobs that you're just destined to fail. Whereas now, I guess it's a little bit different. Wanting to become a YouTuber is a lot more common than it used to be, but the courage to be disliked is such a massive hurdle to get over. As soon as you start doing something that's out of the ordinary, like starting a YouTube channel or doing anything that is creative in any way as a content creator, there are definitely going to be certain people who either dislike what you're doing, are against it, and feel that it won't work. And I almost feel that's like a reflection of how their life is and how somebody else is feeling. And I feel at some level, people don't want you to succeed higher than they currently are. So people want you to do well, but not better than where they are. And that whole crab analogy bucket comes in, where you got crabs in a bucket and one tries to escape, the other crabs will try and pull it back down into the bucket because they don't want somebody like getting out or escaping or being better than the collective group. It's the same thing here. It's the same thing I experienced, but you'll probably experience that once you get over this hurdle of putting yourself out there, because more than likely you're going to be creating a channel, you're going to have to put yourself on video in some sense. You're going to have to get over the hurdle and build your courage as a creator to be confident and okay with putting yourself out there. And it has taken me years to get to where I am now in terms of confidence. Like I'm quite happy now of just jumping on camera and talking openly and honestly about things, not holding anything back, not really worrying what other people have to say about it. I'm just sharing my truths. Whereas for some people when they're starting out, they second guess things a lot. They won't share certain details because they're scared of like what certain people might think. And these certain people can sometimes be family members and close friends. People are worried about being judged by these people. The next step in this video is market research. So when you're starting a YouTube channel, we obviously want to create a channel that is based on something. So that comes down to market research. We need to figure out what's working, what you want to create content on, and what your channel is going to be about. It's kind of a big question to ask. A lot of people just start channels about themselves. They do vlogs, it might be just called your name, and they just make daily videos of what they're getting up to. If you want to make a sustainable living as a creator, I believe you have to have somewhat of a niche or a certain market that you're making videos around. So I have a number of different channels I'm currently growing. I have my main Wolfpack Adventures channel, which is all about mountain biking and adventures. I have Action Camera Guy, which is all about action camera tutorials. Then I have this channel, which is mainly YouTube and social media growth. And they're kind of my focuses for the channel. I feel when we're starting out, you need to pick some sort of a niche, some sort of an area to focus on. You don't have to get too specific. Have a look at what your unfair advantage is. And your unfair advantage is something that people come to you for advice on consistently that you notice. So for me, it's usually mountain biking, travel, cameras, growth on social media, starting a YouTube channel, making money online, all those kinds of things. I feel I have enough knowledge and expertise to create content around that will be interesting and entertaining for other people and valuable. Because once we can do that and start serving our audience and being valuable to them rather than creating self-centered content like vlogs and things like that. I'm not saying vlogs can't succeed, but what I'm saying is if you have a focus that will actually help people and understand that YouTube is essentially a search engine, you can tap into that and you can grow a channel really, really fast. How do you determine what to make videos on? Well, what is probably best to do is get a notepad and pen out, write down what your unfair advantages are, what people come to you advice on, what your passions are, what your interests are. I know this sounds a little bit cheesy to start with, but trust me, it makes a massive difference going forward. And then hop over onto YouTube and search these general topics and just see what other creators are making content on in those niches. Because that'll give you a ballpark idea of what type of content is working, what people actually want to watch, what people don't want to watch, and it'll give you somewhat of a focus to start creating your videos on. Another point on this as well is when you're on social media and on YouTube, start watching content as a creator. Don't just endlessly scroll on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and mindlessly in that hole of doom, scrolling, the scroll zoom, whatever the term is. Start actively watching content, consuming content as a creator. Start looking for ideas that you can implement, Maybe you can steal content from people and make it better and add your own unique spin on it. That's a perfectly legit way to grow. Those are the sorts of things that I would be looking at doing to find what I wanted my YouTube channel to focus on. The next, you want to start creating videos, obviously, or creating content. And I want to touch on gear a bit, so camera gear. Because a lot of people overthink this and think that you need the most expensive gear. And I almost think it's like a way of procrastinating and putting off doing the actual work of making videos, because people think they need the best camera, the best microphone, the best audio equipment, the best lighting, all just to have these quality videos. But there are really only a few things you need. And I'm filming this video right now on my iPhone, so you don't need the best equipment. Like, most people have a smartphone they can use, a really simple tripod. And one point on gear is I would put a strong focus on audio quality over video. So I currently have a Blue Yeti microphone, which I will link all the gear down below that I use, so you can go and check it out. People will sit through a video that is like not as good quality but has great audio versus a YouTube video that has crappy audio and really good video. Audio is really, really important. So if you can, I would spend a little bit more on getting your audio absolutely perfect. But don't overthink gear. Just start with what you have and what budget you have. Don't break the bank. Just get going and start creating videos. And then what I would say is, don't focus too far down the road when you're first getting started and you have never made any videos before on YouTube. Just start with your first 10 videos on YouTube, okay? Brainstorm 10 videos out in a spreadsheet, understand what videos you're going to create, and then just create the amount of time schedule that works for you. Don't try and create and edit 10 videos in one go, because you might get burnt out and then you'll be discouraged by starting a YouTube channel in the first place. We want to make this as sustainable as possible. So if sustainable for you is making one video a week, and you know you can turn up every single week with one video, one high quality, high value video for your audience, that's enough to create a sustainable YouTube channel in the future. So don't overthink it. If you can create more, then do it. Just pick a posting schedule, a video creation schedule that works for you and around your lifestyle. Once you've started creating videos on YouTube and you're getting comfortable with being on camera, you understand what types of videos are working, you can start knuckling down and going down different rabbit holes and exploring different avenues of content. One thing I would say on this is that don't feel that you have to get pigeonholed into one type of video or one topic on YouTube, because people come to you and follow your YouTube channel for your personality and, in a sense, the types of content you create. But types of content and markets and niches can have crossovers. So, for example, a lot of my channels cross over. Say, for example, this is a video on starting a YouTube channel, but yet I've got other videos on this same channel about other aspects of social media growth and making money online. So they're like not related, but they also are related in this ecosystem of online digital creation. So don't feel that you need to create videos only on one thing. Explore your passions, explore your interests, start creating content, start exploring, because you'll never know. You might create a video on a completely random topic that you love that goes absolutely crazy. But you will never realize that until you've got the camera, made the video, and posted it on YouTube. One thing I would think about when you're posting videos on YouTube and making better videos consistently is look to improve something every single time. So don't try and reinvent the wheel, and don't try and burn yourself out with making stupidly high quality videos if you literally don't have the skill set to do that. Just pick something that you can improve in every video. So your next video could be, how do I improve the title of my video? The video after that could be, how do I improve the thumbnail? The video after that, how do I increase the audience watch time or my audience retention of a video? Is there any ways that I can keep people watching for longer? And you'll find if you can make these 1% increase over your videos over time, and you look back from your 99th video previous, your growth will be massive, and it'll be exponential as well, which is another thing I'm going to touch on in a second about growth on YouTube, because a lot of people who start are waiting for this viral hit that will take off and their channel will blow up. And that can happen. I'm not saying it can't. Don't bank on it though. Most YouTubers create videos consistently and they experience linear growth, so just kind of normal growth. And then at some point in their YouTube making career or video making career, they will experience exponential growth where things will just take off. And for me, that has happened in the last year or two. My content, I've been creating videos on YouTube for maybe 5 or 6 years, and the growth has been slow and steady, but only in this last 2 years have things really skyrocketed, and every part of my online digital creation has grown as well as a result, which is amazing. Not just YouTube views and subscribers, I'm talking ad revenue, brand deals that we're able to secure, lifestyle, everything. Everything's improved as a result of just staying the long game, playing YouTube for the long haul, and not quitting after the first few videos because maybe you didn't get any views, which I guess can happen, and it probably will be expected to happen. Just when you start posting, don't expect your videos to go viral. They may go viral, but I can almost have a strong confidence in saying you're not going to get many views when you first start out, and that's okay. YouTube's algorithm has to understand and recognize what content you are creating, and it has to match up your content with the audience that wants to watch it. And to do that, you have to keep creating videos so YouTube can understand your audience over time. And once it knows what types of people are going to watch your content, it can serve that content to those people every single time, which means YouTube get viewers stay on the platform longer, and you get more views, subscribers, and growth as well. Those are kind of my top tips for getting started on YouTube. I hope this was really useful. Those are the tips that I would also follow if I was starting a brand new channel. I would stick and play the long game. I would focus on market research, focus on creating your first 10 videos, whatever that topic is. And then my main point is focus on improving something every single video. That is my biggest point. I don't have some really fancy tips or hacks or anything, but the basics are where your biggest and longest growth is going to happen. Hope this is useful, guys. Any questions on starting a YouTube channel, pop them in the comments. I'll get back to you, or even reply with a video, and we'll see you in the next video.